Pope Francis has made a major change in the way the Catholic Church treats women, in particular Catholic women who have abortions. Pope Francis has announced that all priests in the Church's upcoming year of mercy may forgive the sins of abortion if they seek forgiveness with a contrite heart. Previously, abortion resulted in an automatic excommunication from the church. Francis said in a letter explaining his decision that he has met many women bearing the scar of this agonizing decision to abort. He said God's forgiveness cannot be denied to those who repent, and thus is giving all priests the discretion to absolve the sin in the Holy Year of Mercy running December 8, 2015 until late November 2016. Washington State University has now included a section in their class syllabi prohibiting certain language in their classes with potential consequences of failing a class. As the fall semester began, some students learned about strict rules in certain classes concerning language they cannot use in class. Some professors in the Department of Critical Culture, Gender, and Race Studies made it clear in their syllabi what language and terms students are not allowed to use, with a result potentially as dramatic as getting points docked or even failing a class. In one class, the terms illegal alien, colored people, male and female are cited in the syllabus as words that could gain a student an F. A new report is sounding the alarm about the use of antibiotics in the meat and poultry supply chains of the 25 largest U.S. fast food and fast casual restaurants. Most top U.S. restaurant chains have no publicly available policy to limit regular use of antibiotics in their meat and poultry supply chains. When livestock producers administer antibiotics routinely in their flock and herds, bacteria can develop resistance, thrive, and even spread to our communities, contributing to the larger problem of antibiotic resistance. The worsening epidemic of resistance means that antibiotics may not work when we need them most. The U.S. Centers for Disease and Control and Prevention and the World Health Organization have repeatedly warned about the not far off public health threat of antibiotic resistance. The CDC estimates at least 2 million Americans contract antibiotic-resistant infections every year, and that 23,000 die as a result. I'm Monique Mitchell, and that is your World News.
Actually, this is the second part of a two-part workshop. The one on the 17th of September at 10:30 in the morning is on Social Security and Medicare. During this time of year when people are starting to sign up for their Medicare benefits, there's a lot of questions. So on the 17th, we have a panel, and they're going to be there to answer questions. Barbara Duckett is there from the Social Security Administration. Barbette is there from Senior Dimensions, but she's not there selling insurance. Then Sandy Jennings, most of you know Sandy Jennings from SHIP, and Amy Rosenmer. She's also with the SHIP. She's with the Medicare team that kind of is out there to help community members to learn more about Medicare. This is very, very important because there's so many questions out there. The first part we have is this coming Thursday at 1:30 in the afternoon, and then this part two is Thursday the 17th at 10:30 in the morning at Inspiration Senior Living. I already know I've got a lot of people coming, so I really recommend calling ahead of time, 775-751-2300, and just tell them you want to make sure you have your seat reserved for the seminar, the Social Security Medicare seminar on September 17th.
Well, nearly 3 weeks after the on-air shooting deaths of his fiancée, WDBJ anchor Chris Hurst made an emotional return to the air Monday night, announcing that the healing has begun. Hurst was back in the Roanoke, Virginia anchor chair 19 days after his fiancée Allison Parker and WDBJ TV cameraman Adam Ward were ambushed and fatally shot during a live television interview at a community outside Roanoke. The woman being interviewed, Vicki Gardner, survived and was released from the hospital last week. Hurst said last night during the newscast that he knows the answer to what we all must do. It is to profess love, not hate, to love one another and to love strangers. And when we return, we'll have Noah with your weather, so don't go anywhere.